Hi, my name is Brian with Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio, and welcome back to another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. The tools that we will need for this repair are a flathead screwdriver, a pair of needle nose pliers, and a 1/4 inch nut driver.
We have a Kenmore front load washer, and we're getting an error code that stands for long drain. And the display up here is showing our error code for us. We have an add garment light on, a rinse light on, and the close clean light on. And the way that this error code on the machine works is certain lights on the display here, the status lights, will light up given the error code. So you have to look in the text sheet or look online to what those 3 lights stand for, and they actually translate to an F21, which is an error code for a long drain. Things that can create a long drain situation is the drain pump filter being clogged, or the drain pump not working, or the drain hose being clogged, or something along those lines to create the long drain issue. So basically the control board is recognizing that the water level in the tub during a drain cycle is not being removed fast enough or at all, and then throws the error code for a long drain. Alright, so you can see that we do have water left in the drum here, and what I did was I went ahead and put it to a drain and spin setting, started it up, and we could hear the drain pump turn on and run, but the water level was not going down at all. If any, it was going down very little. So that's why we're getting our long drain error code, is because it's just not able to drain the water down fast enough or at all. So what the first thing that I'm going to do is check our filter in our drain pump and see if there's anything blocking the water from passing through the drain pump. So we're going to go down to the filter next, but you can see we do have the water left in the tub here. Alright, so like I was saying, we're going to get to our drain pump filter and see if there's anything clogging it up. The first thing to get to that is to come down to the bottom panel of the front of our unit and take the bottom panel off. There's going to be 3 1/4 inch screws across the bottom of it to take off. This one's on a pedestal, so it's up higher in the air. It's going to be between right at the top of the pedestal and the bottom of the washer where they connect together, the 3 screws that hold the bottom panel in place. So we'll go ahead and remove those. And take our bottom panel off, and now we have access to our drain pump and drain pump filter. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take off the front panel of our pedestal to be able to get some more clearance at that drain pump. So the front panel of this pedestal, it doesn't have a drawer, it's just a panel, and to take that off, it's just got a couple of locking tabs on both sides of the panel. We can just take a flathead screwdriver and get in between the front panel and cabinet and just pry out. And you might be able to get it without a screwdriver on the other side. You might have to use your screwdriver. Pry out the other side as well. Alright. Alright, next we're going to want to unscrew our filter out of the drain pump here. We're going to turn it counterclockwise, and what I've done is I've got something to catch the water underneath here. I just used a panel of our pedestal to catch the water that's going to come out of this. With it being on a pedestal, it's easier to get a bucket or something underneath here. If it didn't have a pedestal, it's going to be a little more difficult to get something underneath there. You might have to tip the washer back or something, because all the water that's inside of the tub is going to come out through this when we take it off. So you can use a shop vac and pull all the water that you can out of the inside of the washer here through the front door. Once you get all that water out of there, there's still water that sits in the drain pump and through the hoses. So there's still going to be some water that comes out, but that way it's a lot less water that will come out. So you can use a shop vac to do that and use something to catch the water down here at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew this. And you can see where our clog is
There's just all kinds of things coming out of the filter here. I'm going to go ahead and put the filter back in for the time being, so I can go ahead and, our panel's getting pretty full here, so I'm going to go ahead and dump our panel out and bring it back over to catch some more water. Alright, so there's all kinds of goodies that collected in the drain pump here. There's money, looks like some actually like dryer sheets, or might be the washing sheets that have the soap and everything on them, that the new sheets that they've come out with that you can use that have soap to put into the washer. There's just more of them in here. There's a popsicle stick. All kinds of things are able to get down through in between the two tubs and get down into the filter here of the drain pump. Money, anything that you leave in your pockets, so you definitely want to clean your pockets out before you wash your clothing so that this doesn't happen. But they do have a nice filter catch here that you can remove and clean it all out. This is actually a Kenmore washer, but this is made by Whirlpool. It's like the Whirlpool Duet. So we're going to go ahead and finish cleaning out all the rest of the stuff that could be up in the drain pump here, and put it back together and see the difference between it, how it was draining out and how it's going to drain out. I'm just kind of feeling the hose right now in between where it comes down from the tub and into the drain pump, just to see if I can feel anything else in that hose there. There's a couple other coins left inside, and I do see some more debris that's in there, so I'm going to try and use my pair of needle nose pliers to get back in there and get it removed. So now that we got everything cleared out of the drain pump, we can go ahead and reinstall our filter into the drain pump. We're just going to insert it here. It's going to have it's got a slotted groove here, and you can see how it's slotted on the top of the drain pump here too. And it's got a notch out on the filter here so that this can only go in one spot. So you want to line those up, put it back in, and spin it counterclockwise. It has this tab here on the actual filter, and then a tab here on the drain pump housing. So you want to, that's where it, to give you an idea where it stops at. So you want to churn it until those tabs meet, and it won't churn any further. Once the two tabs hit together, now they are completely together, and we can go ahead and run a cycle on the washer and see how it drains. This is how the water should be coming out of your drain hose from the washer. So now that we got the washer drain filter cleaned out and everything, we ran it through a test, and now it's at the part of the cycle where it's draining the water. And this is how forceful the water should be coming through. And now it's just finishing getting the rest of the water out of there. So it was just the fact that the drain pump was clogged, and we have repaired the appliance. Alright, so now that we got the filter installed back into the drain pump housing and ran the test to make sure it was draining properly, you also want to check to make sure that we don't have any water leaks from where we took the filter out of the housing. So you're just going to check as it's running through and draining and everything that you don't have any water leaking from here, or from the hoses connected to the back of the filter either. So we're good there. There's no leaks. Next thing to do is put it back together. First thing that we're going to put back together is our bottom panel with the 3/4 inch screws. And the bottom panel is going to have two tabs here on either side, and those are going to go up through the holes of the upper front panel. So we're going to go ahead and put those back through there and reinstall our screws. And next we can reinstall our front panel of our pedestal, and it's just going to have the tabs here on each side that are going to go through the tabs of the front panel of the pedestal. This side fell out, so I'm going to just go ahead and push it back into place. And now we're ready to reinstall it. So the complaint on our Kenmore washer was it would get to the rinse and spin cycle and it would give the error code. The error code with the 3 lights that were lit up transferred to an F21 error code, which is a long drain. To fix this, we cleared out the debris from the drain pump filter, and that took care of our repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.